Hello again, this is Russell with East Valley Property Management coming back with our video blog series. And today's topic, we wanted to cover something that comes up quite often. And that is what, as a landlord, what can you expect from your property management company? And what I mean by that is a lot of times we sign up a client, clients live in their home, potential resident comes, knocks on the door, landlord lets them in, shows them the home, and then instructs us, hey, you know what, these people, we want to rent to these people. They were very nice, we shook hands. Forget about all your resident screening criteria. Don't screen them with an application. I just have this feeling. And so what happens is, can you as a landlord do that? Well, the analogy I like to give when you're hiring me or any property management company is, we're driving a vehicle together. You as a landlord own that vehicle, and you're hiring me to drive that car for you. And so often, when there's little things like that, it's like reaching over and grabbing the wheel when we're trying to drive, and two people can't drive the car at the same time. And so we, as a licensed real estate broker and a licensed real estate office, there's tons of laws and guidelines and rules from the federal level to the state to local municipalities. All kinds of things shape what we do. And so when you're hiring us, you're really subscribing to that licensing. And so there's a lot of times we have to insist. I've had a client, we're marketing their home and they're just desperate. They want someone renting this tomorrow. And so they start putting in their own ads on Craigslist. They put their own ads in the newspaper. They put their own ads in various other spots that maybe we're not tapped into. And so we have to ask people to discontinue that. And the reason is simple. There's advertising within a licensed real estate brokerage has to include many things. It has to have our name, it has to have our phone number, it has to have an equal housing logo. There's a lot of descriptive things that need to be there, and if they're not there, there's huge fines and huge penalties for us. And so by a client going off on their own, attempting to secure a tenant in this example can cause big problems in ways you just don't even think. And so we have to say, what is my job as a manager? Well, my job is to drive that vehicle for you and exercise the knowledge, experience that we have so we can have a successful transaction and a successful interaction with the tenant. Likewise, there's a lot of things. I've had clients hire us, we've done everything, move a tenant in the home, and the client decides to just go into the backyard of the rental property unannounced. Well, that's an unacceptable thing because there are some real legal requirements that you need to abide by before you can go in the property. A tenant has, if they've paid their rent, they sign their lease, they have a legal right to be in the home. And so they have a lot of rights, and just because as a landlord you own the home doesn't mean you get to do whatever you want, including maintenance. I've had clients or heard of clients that have just walked into a rental home. That you can't do that. You have to schedule with a tenant. They have a right to their privacy. And so really what's happening when you hire a management company, you're creating a partnership. Yes, you own the home. Yes, you have some decision-making abilities, but you hired us to manage it for you. And so we need to be in the loop. We're aware of lots of different laws and things. And so we have to ask, when you hire us, there's a lot of things that decision making that you're giving us, and including even emergencies. What happens when there's a death in a home? I've had that happen. What happens when there's a fire in a home? I've had that happen. There's real instances where as a management company we're managing and we have to make decisions, and so you are authorizing us to make decisions on your behalf. And so, the possibilities are endless. There's so many situations, but, at the end of the day, what we like to highlight for us is our 25 years in business, have a lot of experience in this market. I'm the current NARPM president, the National Association of Property Managers. So I'm the chapter president in this area. So we strive our best to stay on the cutting edge of all laws and information. And so if you ever find yourself in question as to what is your role as an owner or what's the role of a property manager, feel free to give us a call. We'd love to have that conversation with you. Again, this is Russell with East Valley Property Management, and thank you for listening.